Right. Ooh, ooh. Cheers. Welcome back to B-Mint. Wow. So, we've played the 6 games that I've got on Steam, sim racing wise, on Linux. Now time to rank them and what I think. So I'm going to go through them in the order that I played them. The videos came, and then tell you what I think as a summary of them all. So, yeah, let's get into it. And cheers, you're joining me with the Desperados with a slash of lime. Slash, dash, same thing. Right. So first up, first one I played was ACC, Assetto Corsa Competitzione. So in summary, what do I think of Assetto Corsa? So ACC, this is my go-to. This is my default game. I love ACC. Put more hours into it than anything else. Probably thousands of hours. Massive fan of Zold, as you probably worked out if you watched some of my videos. ACC as a game, I thought this was just going to be number one no matter what. Like I say, it's my go-to. It's got great physics, good AI, it looks good, sounds good, great force feedback. Everything just works, and as a benchmark, it's given me a really good grounding for this series, these 6 videos that I've made about sim racing on Linux. I genuinely think it's amazing. Am I starting on pole here? Oh, this will be a boring one, won't it? Yeah. Just, it's absolutely solid. Does everything really, really well. I can jump into almost any track, and using the techniques that I learn to use when learning a new track. You know the AI is not going to generally kill you all the time. Sometimes it has a glitch and it'll just put you at a corner. As a rule, it's just a brilliant all-round game. I genuinely rate ACC. The second one I played was LMU. Yeah. Le Mans Ultimate was the second one that I played. Rather than me having a glorious glitch with my throttle pedal on here. Oh, that was harder than it felt in the game. So yeah, LMU, it surprised me. I remember playing it on Windows and I did not like it one little bit. Then in between me last playing it on Windows and playing it on Linux, there'd been quite a big update, which I was kind of aware of because I watched Jimmy Broadbent's video on it, where he said it almost transformed the game and it was up there now. Still didn't expect much of it, because generally updates don't change the feelings of the cars that drastically in the way AI behaves, but this one clearly did. I went from really not liking the game to being a fan, to be fair. It's got good physics, good force feedback. You can feel the detail in the game. I did notice on the video I was watching it back, you could hear the force feedback coming through the mic. I think that was a limitation the microphone had at the time, which I think was the Robbie. But now with the dynamic mic, slightly more expensive obviously, I think I've tuned out that kind of feedback from the rig now. We'll see, but the game itself, it looks good. It's a really good looking game. Like I say, good force feedback, good AI, predictable. Overall, genuinely solid game. And I think at the end of my my videos, I think I put it in second place. I can't remember. It was up there, first or second. Really good. Then I moved on to, what did I play after that? AMS2, Automobilista 2 I played, didn't I? So what are my thoughts on AMS2? Yeah, AMS2. This was a strange one. I love the AI and the racing, both impressive. Really enjoyed the race I had. And it just, yeah, strange one. Don't know how to summarise it. If the car felt more planted and I could feel what the car was doing, The force feedback didn't communicate to you really what the car was doing. Never had a lot of confidence in the car. I think I said in the video that it felt like when you're driving it, it feels like when councils put the grit down in the summer to protect the tarmac and it's first freshly laid, and it's like driving on marbles and you're never quite sure what your car's going to do. Sometimes it grips, sometimes it moves with all the gravel. Kind of felt like that. I really wanted to like it because it is a beautiful looking game, and like I say, the AI in the racing was brilliant, but the force feedback and the physics just let it down, and it just, like I say, strange one. Really wanted to like it, but just couldn't. The fundamental of driving a racing game is that you feel like you're driving a car around a track against other AI in a single player. I don't know what it feels like because we're going to go on to multiplayer in the next series, but yeah, wanted to love it but just couldn't. Yeah, Assetto Evo. This, I was so incredibly disappointed in this. Being a fan of ACC, I was expecting something quite impressive, being the newest game, and it's still on early access. I think we're on 0.4 now. But the only words I've got are disappointing. It was just terrible. Absolutely not planted in any shape, way or form to the track. The AI was just terrible. I think I called it batshit crazy in my video. And it took me, I think I had to restart it 5 times to get past the first few corners. In the race, it just seems to have like 2 lines, the AI does. 2 racing lines, and if you're on one of those racing lines and it wants to be on it, it's taking you out. It was just so difficult to race against, and I started at the back and it took me a lap to overtake one Porsche Cayman. It was just terrible. I think this is one of the failed attempts at a race where they just, I seem to have a target in my back. Yeah, it looks beautiful, but the force feedback in the AI, again the main reasons for playing a sim racing game, are just nowhere near what it should be, nowhere near. And with some of the changes they're making to the overall gameplay and changing the economy and the single player mode, career mode, they've got a long way to go, especially when ACC is so good. So it looks beautiful, force feedback's terrible, AI is terrible, physics not good. Why would you? It's got a long way to go. I'll revisit it in a few updates time and see what we've got. At the minute, it's a no from me. Yeah, then the 5th game that I played in the series was Raceroom Racing Experience, or R3E, or just Raceroom. I was kind of excited to play this. I think I said in the video, I think it was the first one that I really dived into fully when I moved from PlayStation to PC sim racing. So I was quite excited. I bought the whole thing, the full package at the time, which was about £100. I was really into it. I really enjoyed it. So I was excited, and then with my more upgraded, more advanced kit, I thought it was going to be great. It was very much not. It was just terrible is the only word I've got for it. The physics were awful. The feedback was not good. The wheel rotation didn't seem to match what you would normally expect. I could turn into the corner and get a good initial bite, but then as soon as that initial bite was over and you started to go towards the apex, it would then just start to understeer. I tried to dial it out and I just couldn't, and the AI was terrible. Looks okay, average, nothing special. But just the fundamental part of a sim racing game is to enjoy it and have some fun, like you're driving a racing car fast around the track against other people. And it didn't. It felt like I was driving a physics engine that didn't make sense. as I said in the video, it's hard to explain what it was. But there was no continuity in what the car was doing. It wasn't consistent. I was so disappointed. It was terrible. Yeah, definitely not going to be number one on the list, but we'll see. So I'll rank them all with force feedback, look, sound, etc. towards the end, and we'll see which one comes out on top. So yeah, the sixth one in the series was the OG Assetto Corsa. Didn't have high hopes because I didn't really. First time I played it was on PlayStation with the G29 Play Seat Challenge, and then bought it when I moved over to PC because it was on Steam sale. Never really played it. I think this might have been the first time I've done a full race on it on PC and we were on Linux. But it blew me away. It was almost perfect in most regards. Physics on it are excellent. The force feedback was so detailed. I could feel the surface of the track. I could feel on the right hand side if I was on a curb. I felt on the left hand side if I was on a curb. I could feel the grip and the slip. I could feel everything. It was just really communicative. The car felt really planted. Just felt like a racing game should. It was great fun. AI was good. It looks good. The AI was solid. Not spectacular, but I had to race, and I had to race well to overtake them. All in all, I was genuinely impressed. I couldn't fault it. I couldn't find anything to moan about. It was really, really good. So, going to move into a summary of them all now. Like I said earlier, give them all a score in four categories I think I decided on. So yeah, let's go and see. I know which one I feel is the best. We'll see scoring wise which one comes out. Sim Racing Linux in 2026. 6 titles. Played them all. Everything works technically, no issues. But me, as a average sim racer with some decent spec gear, what do I think overall? Like I say, all of them worked, but out of the 6, how we're going to rank them. So again, in the order that the videos have come out, I'll give them all a scoring 5 categories of looks, physics, sound, AI, and force feedback. And then we'll total them up at the end and we'll have a winner. So first one was ACC. So looks wise, it's average, not spectacular. Now it's solid. I think that's a 6 out of 10 for that. Then we move on to physics, which I do think ACC has got really good. So we're going to give that solid. It's not peaked too early. Let's give that 7 out of 10. Sound sounds good to me. We'll give it another 7 out of 10. AI, again, solid. I think it's a good benchmark for everything. So we'll give that a good 7. And then force feedback, it's ACC's what got me into playing a lot of sim racing. And that's what I judge other things again. So again, to give everything else a chance and a good benchmark, we're going to give that a 7. So the second game that I played was LMU. So looks wise, that's really good. Looks really spectacular. I think that's a good solid 8 out of 10. Then physics, again, quite impressed. Slightly better than ACC. I wouldn't say it's an 8, but it's not a 7, so let's go 7.5 for the physics. The sound, again, it's solid. Sounds good. Nothing spectacular, so we'll give that a 7. AI, in the same realms as ACC, really. A little bit better, maybe. Not massively, so again, another 7.5, I think. And force feedback for LMU, again, I think that was a good point better than ACC, so we'll give that one an 8. Third game in the series was, have a look at my list, AMS2. Again, conflicting here. So looks wise, that was a really pretty game. That's got to be 8.5, I think, for that one. Physics, terrible. had no confidence in the car. But I know there's worse in this list, so let's go with 5 for physics. Sound, that was really good. We'll give that a solid 7, 7.5. AI, that was possibly the greatest strength of AMS2, and that rescued the game, so I think that was a 9. That was easily the best part of AMS2, and the force feedback, again, along with the physics, I had no confidence in the car. Felt like it was going to kill me at any point, so I think that's 4 is probably the best I can give that. 4th game of the list was AC Evo. Objectively, looked beautiful. I think we can definitely go for a 8.5 on the looks for AC Evo. Physics, awful. Did not like them one little bit. 3. Sound, that was good. That was good. I did like the sound on that. A 7.5 for the sound, I think. AI, batshit. Some of the worst AI I've raced against, and I'm including the likes of Forza and Project Gotham and everything I've ever played. It was god awful. 2, the AI, just no good. Force feedback, ruined everything. Worse than AMS. Don't want to be too harsh on it because I did complete a race. 3. Let's go with 3. Then we had Raceroom, the 5th one. So looks, average, nothing better. 6, maybe. Physics, like I've explained, didn't feel like a racing game. It felt like I was racing a physics engine and trying to understand what that physics engine was trying to communicate to me, which is not what a normal car does. Didn't like it. 3. Sound, I've always liked the sound of Raceroom. I think that's one of its stronger points. I think that's got to be a 7.5. AI, awful. Was it worse than AC Evo? I don't think it was. Let's go with 5 for the AI. And then force feedback. Didn't understand what I was being told, what was being communicated to me at any point. I think that might have been the worst force feedback. We'll go with 2. And then we come to the OG Assetto Corsa. This is most recent in my memory, so I'm not going to try recency bias. But looks-wise, it's an old game now, but it still holds itself. I don't think it's any better or worse than ACC, so I think we'll give that a 7. Physics, I understood everything the car was trying to tell me, the engine was trying to tell me. It's got to be a 9. It was genuinely impressive. Sound, no better or worse than anything else. On par with ACC, I would say. So a 7. AI, good, solid, not spectacular, but I could have a good race with them. I think it was second only to LMU. So I'll give that an 8. And then force feedback, as I mentioned with the physics engine, I understood everything that was being communicated to me. Made perfect sense. Could feel the curbs, could feel the track surface, everything. I think that was easily the best of any game, but not perfect. I don't really give anything a 10 out of 10. So I'm going to go 9.5 out of that. So going to top them up now, see what they look like. And I'm pretty sure that the outcome is, in 6th place is Raceroom. I don't think I'm going to be playing it again. I can't see any reason to. There's 5 other games that I've got installed that are better. 5th, AC Evo. Has potential. It's got Kunos that seemingly know what they're doing with ACC and the OGAC. So they clearly know what they're doing, but the direction the game's going in, the way it feels, no, that's in 5th for me. It's got a lot of work to do. 4th, AMS2. The physics and the AI, sorry, the force feedback, AI, the racing was great, but I don't know, it just disappointed me. Feels like it had so much potential and could be great, but it just wasn't. The physics and the force feedback let it down. Which brings us on to the top three. As I mentioned before, I'm an ACC fanboy, but that's in third place. Solid all round. Some games do things better, some games do things worse. But as an overall package, I can't fault ACC. And then second place is Le Mans Ultimate. Surprised me because I didn't like it on Windows, so that update that the guys have done for the game has clearly worked. Enjoyed it. I thought that was going to be my go-to game from now, until I played OGA Assetto Corsa, which after all these years blew me away. Easily, without a doubt, the best sim racing game that I've got installed on Steam, and I've raced on Linux out of these 6. Easy slam dunk for me. With the age of it, the community that's out there, I'm going to try and get Content Manager working on Linux, have a look at some mods, get some other tracks that I like. But as an overall package, you can't beat the original Assetto Corsa, in my opinion. So there we go. There's the 6 ranked. So sim racing on Linux in 2026. It's in a great place. You want to play a sim racing game, all likelihood is it'll work. The 6 I've got worked without any issues. The only slightly sticking point was LMU, where I had to investigate and uncover and then download a specific version of Proton to make it work. But once I did that, happy days, everything's working. So there we go. If what I've done has been any use to you, please drop me a like and a subscribe. That'd be great. But there we go. Sim Race on Linux. It's all good. So thanks for watching. Take care. And until next time, be mint. Bye.